Good morning, everyone, and welcome. Before we start, we have a disclosure. Please be aware of risk in the future trading. We strongly advise you to stay on a sim as long as needed before you start using real money. All our videos are for educational purposes only. You're very welcome to follow any of our signal as long as you know you are at your own risk. And this one typically for educational purposes only. And this is not a trading room. So please be careful um, with your trading. For the ones that just join us, we have four different automated trade, and on the signal you can follow the signal. As an example, ES sell. Right now we just had a sell position, and 29.23, target 29.18. Then you can see there is only two ticks right now into the trade. Uh, Total right now, based on one contract, it is 122 ticks. We will be covering that, and we will be covering some of the auto trades as a CL, and some different auto trade, swing trading, and a scalping. So we will be doing also the zone strategy. One of the things is today is usually on Wednesday is a bit nasty. This is We have a high news at 10:30. We have FOMC at 10:50, and then the rest are medium. It's not important. Just till 10:50. Then we are done with the news today. But we have a high one, is the crude oil for today. And we will be covering those as well. Uh, so please hang around. And now the market is just open. It's 9:30, and we will be uh, uh, covering uh, some of the stuff in here. Just On the first 10 minutes, we're not going to do anything. We're going to wait till this market calm down a bit, and then at 10 o'clock or 9:45 we can start analyzing the market. As you see right now, where it says sell position, we are 6 ticks, 7 ticks away from the last entry signal. It's not the whole day. The Nasdaq is 15 ticks from the last entry signal. YM is 29 ticks from the last entry signal. And now, as you see, now the market is just open. We are 169 ticks into the profit. It's not the whole day. It's from the last entry signal. Again, it's only from the last entry signal. The same thing apply on the Forex. You will have a signal also. And for the futures, you will have a new signal here flashing. When the market changing direction, you will have it by yourself. I don't need to call it. You will see it right there. Same thing here. And then we see here we have 48 pips into the profit, and this is a total profit. And you can follow the signals on those one here. Now we are up 200 ticks into the last entry signal. Now it's 9:31, and we wish you the best for today, and we wish you the best luck. At the moment, our eye is on the CL, and already, as you see, we just started the CL a little bit before 9:35, and we are really going into the right direction on the CL. So we will put it right there. And this is a swing trading. The swing trading normally does not require any optimization. It's gonna stay on that trend until the trend is over. So there we go. Um, Now it's 9:32, and we will wait till this market to calm down a bit, and then we will start covering um, everything in here. Thank you. Now we are 442 ticks into the profit, and we already hit the target on the ES. We started on the webinar 2 minutes, 3 minutes ago. We were two ticks into the profit, and now we are 35 ticks into the profit. On the Nasdaq, we had like 6, 7 ticks when we started the video 5 minutes ago, and now there we go. Welcome to trading 109 ticks into the profit. YM is 100 tick, and this is all based on one trade only. Thank you. Welcome to trading. The auto trades, the CL and the YM took the trade before I even activated the rest of the auto trade. They were immediately jump into the trade. But for the Russell, by the time I activated the Russell and the Nasdaq, uh, it was too late. It was a matter of millisecond, but I didn't. By the time I activate the CL and YM, already jump on the trade. By the time I activate those auto trades, they were too late to catch the trend, and it was a matter of millisecond. That's life. 8 minutes into the trade, we started at 932. We are already jumping to 585. We're about to hit 600 ticks into the profit. And when we started 5 minutes before at the opening, we were just 2 ticks on the ES, 7 or 8 ticks or 5 ticks on the Nasdaq, and immediately the system catch a beautiful trend, and now we are 642, 639 ticks into the profit. It seems like we are about to go 1,000. Yesterday we nailed 1,500 ticks on those, and today probably we are gonna run around 1,000 ticks into the profit based on one contract. For the forex as well, they are doing extremely well. We have 75 pips in there, and this is a really good. The only problem we have is on the British US dollar. Is taking a beat, but the rest of the markets are doing extremely well. On the DAX, I love the DAX. We are around 77 ticks. We're hitting 1,000 euro. This is a beautiful trade. ES target hit 56 ticks. Nasdaq 133 target hit. YM 115, 119 ticks target hit. And we have the CL target hit. So we're done in a matter of minutes. But of course, we're going to stay live on YouTube. And I didn't have time to activate. We were in a meeting today, and I didn't have time. Sorry, I was a bit late. I didn't have time to activate all the auto trades, and by the time I activated the auto trades, it was very late to catch this trend. So we only have two charts catch the trends on the swing trading, and they are doing extremely fine. That's fine, you know. For the guys on the YM, the T7 auto trade is killing the trades. It's one after the other, and it is really killing those trades. Beautiful entries, and all of them doing extremely well, closing positions. So this is really nice. Okay, guys, 9:47. The market is settled. The targets hit on all the future market. Now we are waiting for a long signal, and then we take a long signal. This is a beautiful one. 15 minutes. We went from 70 ticks to 400 to 500 ticks within a matter of 3 minutes, 5 minutes. And again, we're sorry I couldn't come in. No worry, Vito. We are used to you. Well, Vito was kicking the market very well earlier today. This is very good. Very good. So uh, I wish I could have come earlier, but I couldn't. We were in a meeting. 622 ticks, and we're going direct to the target one. There is nothing holding this market at the moment. Amazing. Really amazing. Absolutely. We have a gentleman, a member is Gary, is a 30 years veteran trader. And and you know, he feels sorry for those new guys. They get lost in the market. That's what we are doing, Gary. We are trying to give those guys at least what's going on in the market, not to just coming out at night after the fact and brag about a couple of chart made it and the other 98 charts didn't make it. So here is reality when you go live and show those traders how hard it is and or how easy it is sometimes in the market. When the market is moving, it print money, and when the market not moving, is is it's gonna be disaster for a beginner. We are testing a new version on the sim with the T7. One more version, final version, and uh, and uh, I have them on the sim right now, testing final test, and this is the final. This is the final. I'm testing them, and this is the final version. I'm bored with it, but we clean up a lot in this one here, and and we are done with it. So the final version will be on Monday, and it also could be the signal. We have a new version as well. Always, guys. Practically every week we have a new update. Yeah, and if you don't update your system constantly, you fall behind. So we always have to have sharp knives in this market, and we always have our eye on everything, constantly updating, so you will never fall behind. From the most complicated auto trades, from the institutional automated trade we never showed here actually, to the reversal automated trade, scalping, swing trading, reverse, scalp, pullback re-entry. We didn't leave any corner with automated trade. The only thing is for the trader is to learn how to manage auto trades and start the auto trade at the right time and stay away from the market when the market is not willing to give any money. So right now, the market is practically done, and once we hit the target one on the ES, most likely is done for the ES, and we are taking the target one at 28.99. I doubt it very seriously, Gary, with all the respect to your opinion to this market today. But trust me, my friend, I think that will be the end of the line at the 28.99 to the drop. It's not going to be like yesterday. There is no 2 days together. That will be the same. Yesterday, the market couldn't recover, but today I think on the ES, final destination is 28.99, and we're going to see a lot of profit taken at 28.99. Can the ES? This is the things is they are really together, those Nasdaq and Dow Jones. That's why you cannot say I only trade ES or I only trade Nasdaq, because they are connected somehow. And if we see the target one at 7576, and then followed by a lot of a lot, this is from the T7, guys. The one is driving me crazy, that arrow coming on T7. But once we are done with the YouTube, I want to see where this arrow coming from. This one, we are testing it on the sim today, and I'm gonna take it for a live trade once we are done with it. I want to see where this message coming from. It is something with Ninja Trader because we did every tweak on it, and we cannot leave any more space on it. But it's still coming some kind of an error with Ninja Trader. Has nothing to do with this auto trade, but we are testing it today on the sim as well for the latest release on Monday. So let's go back to the to this one here. As you see, Gary, with all the respect there is to your thinking about this market, we went below the target, and now we are about to touch the 28.99, and I think the market it will be done and over with. Once we hit the 28.99, is going to be some profit taking, and it is over. There is a lot of major support area before below the 28.99, so I'm not expecting this market to drop further. I'll be very surprised if this market is going to go below the 28.99. I'll be very surprised. And for the Nasdaq trader, it's right in front of you. It's going to be 7576, final destination to the drop, and that will be. Now we started at 9:30 live here in front of you, and we were, I don't know, 72 or 90 ticks, somewhere around there. and now we jumped from 70 or 90, I don't remember, to 800 takes a matter of seconds. And this is amazing. So within 28 minutes, we nailed 700 takes, more than what we started with. And this is really amazing. There we go. This is what beautiful about that system. We are already nailed the target. Targets hit. Everything below the target, all fine now. So should we sit empty-handed? No. The system is always giving you re-entry point where you're gonna need to re-enter, and that's okay. As we see here, guys, this is your re-entry point on the Nasdaq. Is 7621. This is on a pullback re-entry. The system always calculated where you need to re-enter the market. So in case of a pullback, at the moment we are 7624 pullback re-entry. So if this market climbed to the 7624, does not mean we are going long, which is the biggest mistake amateur trading do, using a normal indicator. By the time they get and reach up to this area, their ATR and MACDs is all pointing long, where it's not long. It is a pullback re-entry. And at the same time, we have two re-entries on the ES. One is right there on the ES. It is right here on those floor fibs as a re-entry, 29.1275 as a re-entry so far, and I will keep my eye for it. And then we have a re-entry again, short, 29.1575. So there is no long trade as long as this market below those two numbers. So this is a very is one of the biggest mistakes amateur traders do. That once they see their ATR into positive and their MACD into positive, they start jumping on the wagon where the trend is still to the downside. So as I'm expecting, that's what I'm making a bet, Gary. We are hitting 28.99 and we're calling it off for a short. And on the NASDAQ is 7576. And I'm very interested to see if this market will hold at those numbers. Now, as we see, Gary, we hit the target one. Profit taking is going to kick right back up from the target. Profit taking is right there. I'll be very surprised at this market going below those support lines, 29.8550, and the this programmer said he fixed it. So I will see why this one is still giving us an error, and I will get down to it. So look at this one, Gary. It's like a clock, sir. And as you see, we said that 10 minutes ago. And as you see, 28.99 profit taking, right to the tick, Gary, right to the tick. And this is target one. Once you have the right instruments in there, they are very predictive market. You know what's going on. And the same story apply on the Nasdaq. The Nasdaq is right there, 7576, and a profit taking at this number here. See out, sure. As you see, guys, two bars at the target one as expected, what we have said 20 minutes ago. And this is where most likely the limitation. I'll be very surprised they are able to push it to the support line at 28.95 and trying to get the target to. And it's too early for the target to, usually is between 11 and 12. Those are institutionals number. Nobody have them. No one have them. So um, very few people knows about those numbers here. And and as you see, the ES exactly 28.99, and the pari is over to the short side at the moment. And then you have a good potential re-entry on the number 2910. This is a potential re-entry because this is the trailing stop for the signal. Those are floor fibs. And then you have another potential re-entry short, both of them on 2914. This is a re-entry short position. Now, if you see now this market after the ES hit the 28.99 as expected, as we predicted, profit taken, but does not mean the market is turning around. This is only profit taken from the target one. Usually, target two, it is between 11 and 12. Doesn't matter what instruments, they're always between 11 and 12. You hit target two, period. Except on a Friday, guys, to our members, it is on the first 2 hours you should be hitting target two. Now, if we see the Nasdaq is climbing, and this is one of the biggest mistake by the amateur trader using those indicators. By now, their indicators is pointing to the long position. Then what this guy does, he just go ahead and start jumping on a trade, scared to gonna miss a trade, while you guys are sitting waiting to take a short trade from here. There is no long. There's a short trade from 761175. There is no long. So this is the difference between one trader and the other. Does not mean one trader is smarter than the other, just because one trader is using smarter tools. That's it. For this one here on the CL, we are done and we are about to get a long signal on the CL. We are about to have a long signal on the CL once across the 53, 54. And actually, you should close the CL. It is done long time ago. And right now, we're about to have a short, long trade on the CL. And we will let you know. Keep your eye on the first left upper corner, please. And then you will see you're going to have a new signal on the CL. And it's going to be above the 53, 54. Keep your eye on it. Now, this is a critical area for the CL. And if it's able to break the last bumper on the CL 53, 54, we're going to generate a long signal. Look at this one here. This is an art, guys. This is the system right now is telling you what is the re-entry point on the Nasdaq, and this is the art right there. You let the auto trade take you down, generate the signal, take the trade for you, and once, if you are using an ATM, you can extend your target, or if you are using a fully automated, once you hit the target, this auto trade is gonna close position, and it's not gonna take a long position until the buy signal come out on the screen. And there we go. We have a now new signal on the Russell buy at 1481. And this is a very critical area on the Nasdaq. And let's watch it. What will happen here? As you see, where is this Nasdaq stopped? There is a buyers. When you see is a blanket, there is a buyers trying to push those critical levels, and you can see where exactly the Nasdaq stopped at. Look at this. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So once you have your auto trade taking a trade, hitting the target does not mean you're done. You can There is a good potential. I'm not gonna be saying it's gonna be every day 100% on the pullback re-entry, but it's going to be 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10, a good trade on the pullback re-entry. And this is exactly how the amateur traders lose money. Because by the time the market we have predicted before, go back to the video and see, we have predicted once we hit the target one, the market is going to be profit taking, and it was a profit taking. And which what happened, the market did go up. So when this poor guy, what Mr. Gary is saying, he feels sorry for those guys. When this poor guy hit the bottom here, and the Nasdaq didn't even hit the target one, and the market start going up, by the time he is on the third bar, fourth bar, now all his indicator points into the long position, and there is no long position. So what this poor guy does, he jump on the wagon, scared he's gonna miss the trade. Where the professional traders are sitting here and waiting on a short trade, when this poor guy just diving into the noises. So this is a typical movement by amateur traders, and they fell every single time because they have misread the market, or because they are using Reiko bar to trade with the trend, and this is where the disasters start. Because the Renko bar, I don't care what kind of Renko bar, even our Renko bar does not reveal the trend on the market, period. Renko bar are good for reversal, and I don't care what everybody, but this is my opinion. Renko bar does not mean anything to me to trade with the trend. Renko bar, it is for reversals only. And as we see, we hit it right into the spot, and now we have a projection. So it's not just we are nailing the entry to the tick on the pullback re-entry. It's not just the auto trade taken from the entry signal to the target and nailing $1,000 on one contract on the Nasdaq. But we know even when we want to take a short, we know where is our limitation on the projection, and we know this one here, it could be scalping. It's not gonna make that much money, but it can make 10, 15 takes, and sometimes can make 50 takes, sometimes can make 100 takes, and sometimes can make 5 ticks. It depends on the market's movement. The same thing is gonna be applied on the ES. On the ES, if you want to go long position, it's gonna be one disaster trading on the ES today. If you want to go, and we will get to it. I will not invest any dollar, or I will not direct any auto trade to take a long trade on the ES. Why? We have a re-entry point here short at 29.10. We have 29.14 re-entry. And this is serious re-entry on the ES. And then we're gonna have a resistance followed by another resistance, followed by another resistance. So in order for us to take a long trade on the ES, we have to break all those walls. Now, once we break the 29.14, we might gonna have a buy signal on the ES, but in this condition right now on the ES is not tradable to the long side. Typical, the ES right now is caught between that level 29.15 and the target one 28.99 to 25. Now there is two options for this ES. I doubt it very seriously. It's too early to break it all the way down to the second target. It's too early for that. And there is a heavy support area and a heavy resistance area. So most of the time right now, as we speak on the ES, is going to be sideways market on the ES. And also, if this Nasdaq gonna able to break those, it's gonna be extremely weak long. So be careful. Whoever took those short trade today, took the short trade, hold your position. Do not do anything right now until we see what the ES is going to do. The Nasdaq still flirting with this re-entry point, and maybe it's going to be plus minus 1 bar. Wait, wait on the Nasdaq. Do not do anything anymore. We are just sitting and trying to see what will happen here. As you know, guys, we called this Russell a couple minutes ago. You can go back to the video, and we told you about the new signal on the Russell. The auto trade took this Russell, and I'm not sure it's going to hit the target for the Russell traders because we have a problem with the ES and Nasdaq at the moment. So you can see the Russell got stuck between those two levels. In order for us to, we need to break this 1483 level. If we are not, that's mean this market is sinking back again because of the ES and the Nasdaq. As you see, oh, Jesus, you know, then I will wait to see if this Nasdaq able to break it, and we will see what the ES is doing. I hate sounds in the scare the hell out of me. That sound. Thank you. Let's see if it's able to break this level. If it breaks the 1483. A few minutes ago, we had the buy entry on this one here. It fell. And the Nasdaq fell. Okay. Okay, I'll sit on the standby to see what will happen between the ES. This is exactly the re-entry point as I have mentioned a few minutes ago. And this is your second re-entry point right now. It's 2914. And this is the re-entry. It's just now is just a few ticks different what I have said 10 minutes ago because the market is dropping and recalculating. I think I said it was 2910, but right now it's 2909. And as we see, the Nasdaq fell, and there is nothing we can do here. So we'll wait. Well, after the CL news, the Nasdaq broke that level. We're going to target one on the Nasdaq. A huge drop on the CL, causing the market to drop. And we are going to the target one because of the CL bad news. Straight to the target one on the Nasdaq, because if it was no news, the Nasdaq would have stayed on the 96 because of the CL bad news. So we are dropping to target one, profit taking, and seems like we're gonna hit the target two before it's time. It's between 11 and 12, and it seems like we're gonna get it earlier today. Let's see if we're gonna able to break those two level on the ES. Look at this, right in line already. Even we started the ES later because we started those one here first and took the trade first, and now the ES. I mean, started at around 950, the first trade, and it's going the right direction. Oh boy. We had a new signal on the Russell sell 1475. I'm sorry, I didn't see that. Amazing. We are hitting 1000 tick. I don't see how the Russell is going to do that. I really have no idea how it's going to break all this, the Russell. No way. As you see, all of them, 5 minutes. You can use the system 1 minute, 3 minutes, or 5 minutes. We don't have the Nasdaq on Renko bar and an ES on whatever that is called, line of break or then tick chart. They're all the same time frame, all of them the same time frame, and that is power. It seems like it's yesterday. Yesterday, our total was above 1,500 ticks based on one contract on the market analyzer. And it seems like today we are about to hit 1,500 tick based on one contract. And we just closed on a little bit above 10,000, and now we are 9,800 on that. On the Forex, not bad, 78 pips on the Forex into the profit. Still, the euro dollar is not doing well. And we just had a new signal on the euro British pound. But and then the auto trades are doing very fine. So I love easy days like today. We don't have to sit down and scratch our head to see where is the entry. Everything is on the cruise, and there were two beautiful days, um, one after the other. The DAX is pushing 4,400 euro. Wow. The CL 2,300. YM, this is the last one on my mind, 2,900. I love it when the market moves. Beautiful. Sure, Charles, you want me to look at the Russell? There is a re-entry on the Russell at 14804. So this one here, it is a pullback re-entry on the Russell, Chief. Let's see if it's able to break it. This is your re-entry point, Charles, and the market. This is a re-entry, and you have a projection. Uh, if I want to trade the Russell, Charles, right now, I will put an order at 1483.9. 1483.9. Limited buy order. Below that number is nothing but noises. As you see, guys, when we hit the target two, those are institutional numbers. Usually, those institutional numbers the first target is okay. The second target should be between 11 and 12. And as we see here, the target two, immediately right after the target two, profit taken immediately, re-entry point somewhere around 28.98, 25. So every time on your charts, every time on your chart, you see the targets. If you have subscription for the zone, you will get them. And once it hit target one, there is a profit taken. Once it hit target two, there is a huge profit taken. And then most of the time, once the target two hit, most of the time the ES stay between target one and target two for at least half an hour, at least. So we hit the target one, we hit the target two, profit taken. And once you hit the target two, the market goes sideways. Today, because the market is trending, there is a big gap between target one and target two. Normally, on a normal days, they are not that far from each other. They are just maybe between here and here. But today, because the market is trending, the gap is a bit bigger. But normally, once you hit target two, between 11 and 12 means go for lunch. It's a wasting time. It will be sitting sideways for half an hour at least. And most of the time, once you hit target one, you can re-enter the market from target two. Target When it hit target two, most of the time you go back and re-enter from target one, because what it does, take a profit and go back retest the target one, and then it start going sideways. This is 8 out of 10. This is the way how the market works on any instruments, not just ES. So once we hit target two, except on a Friday, you will hit target two on the first 2 hours from the opening, and then it's over. There is nothing left. I want to say thank you very much for today, and it was a beautiful day, and we'll see you tomorrow. We wish you all the best. We did very well. The system nailed over 1,000 tick, and you have seen what they did the auto trade. God bless you all, and